On it.
Can I get you some more water?
I mean, if you could.
That's gonna be.
Sometimes I do run out. So.
I know. I was gonna say that thing's gonna be gone in like 3 minutes.
I'm just a really thirsty guy. I don't know what to tell y'all. I've always been like really thirsty.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Are you underhydrated?
I guess. I drink. No, like that big cup I have on there. I'll drink I'll go through one of those like every hour of just water in it.
Really?
How big's the cup?
It's 24 ounce, I want to say. Kind of like Yeti cup.
Yeah, okay.
The big one's not the little small tumbler because I'm not a small man. I need a big one.
Gotcha.
Man.
But speaking of water, this is going to sound weird because my fiance tells me this is weird.
I feel like you start every episode by saying
this is going to be weird.
This is going to be weird.
It's going to be a weird question from me. Shocker. I only ask normal ones. Okay, so when y'all are in the shower, I know I'm off to a great start. Do y'all ever take your phone in there and play music?
In the shower?
In the shower.
No.
No.
I take my phone in there and I play Spotify.
Inside.
Yeah.
So it's getting wet.
I mean, they claim it's life proof, so it's water. Like their phones are water resistant now, right?
You keep a bag of rice next to your bathroom.
I mean, it's definitely getting wet, but it doesn't seem to be hurting it. Now, if my phone dies within the week, we all know why.
Showering with your phone. No, don't do that.
Never once. Look, I'm going to recommend it to everybody. It's amazing. Like, don't sit on there and like play on the phone, like doing stuff, but just put some music on. Like last night, I was playing my music. I hit it on shuffle. I have this playlist I've had for like almost 8-10 years, so it's got like a variety of stages of Marshall on it. Taste.
So which is your favorite Marshall?
I can tell you my least favorite was Australian New Wave Marshall. I don't know what that was all about.
What was that?
Probably like one semester of college where someone introduced that to me and I was like, oh, this is cool. And I listen to it now and I'm always skipping it, so I don't know why. And there's like a vaporwave phase I didn't really care for, but last night like Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin came on. And for our younger audience, Alexa, bring up Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song and play. Okay, Google, bring up Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song. Okay, now that y'all have listened to it.
I think your phone.
My phone just did it. Don't play that. We'll get doxxed. Oh, okay. Thank God. Like, if that started playing, we'd immediately get like taken down by the music industry. But I was playing to that, and I gotta tell you, it's great because I'm sitting there soaping down. I'm like, I'm getting in the armpits. It's like rock music works very well for shower. Now, sometimes if you're in a classy mood, I'll put on some classical music, like Flight of the Valkyries or something, just to get myself a little hyped. But, certain genres work better than others. I'll tell you that right now.
So when's your birthday?
March 1st.
It's coming up soon. I'm getting you a Bluetooth shower radio. Yes. Just for
I know they make
phone.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, my phone's working so far. This should be an advertisement. It should just be like, your phone's now waterproof, and they put a guy in the shower just singing to some music and dancing with it.
That could work.
So what do you actually put? Do you put the phone like in the soap dish, or do you put it in?
Yeah, like, in the soap dish up out of the way. I put it on the soap dish that's farthest away from, like, the water.
So it's just exposed to, like, steam and
Yeah,
maybe some moisture.
So you're like wearing one of those armbands that you connect your phone on, all that kind of stuff.
That's actually a really good idea. Well, look here. The acoustics of a shower are amazing, so that's why I keep it on speaker. I'm not like putting headphones in and doing it, because if I'm showering, everybody else has to like hear what I'm listening to and hear me singing to it. But yeah, I recommend this to everybody.
I got to.
Or buy a shower speaker, I guess.
I think we're gonna get you a shower speaker.
It'd be great. I'm not gonna use it. I'll probably still use the phone.
Use the phone. That's great,
man. And so you haven't replaced your phone yet?
No, I've had this phone for. When did Pokemon Go become a thing?
Gosh.
Oh wow.
2000.
Years ago.
16. It's an S8.
2016.
Whenever the S8 came out. Because I got like on a buy one get one. Because I was using like a really old beat up phone.
Yeah, it's
an 8-year-old. Been using the phone in the shower since then.
Yeah.
Were you looking for Pokemon in the shower? Is that how that started?
I mean, you gotta find the water type somehow, man.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Squirtle.
Just in the shower, there's a random Squirtle. Cool.
It's like, wait a minute. Who else is here right now that I'm actually picking up Pokemon in my shower?
Imagine during the height of that, you just come into your shower and there's like 5 people in there with their phones trying to catch like a legendary water Pokemon.
Oh my god! I mean, the only place that would be like okay outside your home is like in a college dorm, where there's like 4 or 5 showers lined up.
I feel like even then, if I saw a guy with his phone out in a college dorm with a couple showers, I'd be probably start swinging.
Yeah, you get a little nervous about what's going on with that phone, right?
That's true.
Be like, can I help you, bud? At least film me from this angle.
That's excellent.
Oh,
nice.
Speaking of Pokemon, a new game came out, and it's like Legends of Arceus.
Mm-hmm.
My fiance loves it. I'm kind of neutral on it, if I'm being honest. Like, the gameplay to it's fun. The graphics are terrible. It looks like something from Nintendo 64, GameCube era. And I don't know what the story is after playing it for so long. All I figured out is there's like some sort of god Pokemon, and you're not in the Pokemon world, and he sends you back to feudal Japan. And that's where the story comes up, and there's a cell phone.
Interesting.
So 7 out of 7.
What is that like? So it's only Nintendo, right?
Pokemon's only Nintendo.
Yeah, that's right.
And the gameplay's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big Pokemon nerd, if I'm being honest with you all.
Yeah.
Like, I played it as a kid, but I kind of dropped off around the non-kid years, towards teenager age.
Yeah.
My fiance loves it, still plays it, buys almost every game.
Yeah.
So she's having a great time. I haven't been able to use my TV for a couple days, but
She's having a blast.
yeah.
And that is a smart man. So the one thing we always do is check in with each other. So you guys are still on track to get married, right?
So far, yeah.
Yeah. So that's marital happiness right there. Let her have the TV when she wants it.
Let her play Pokemon, I guess.
If she likes Pokemon, you got the new Pokemon game that keeps her engaged, you're good.
Man,
Yeah.
anytime there's a fight, I just try to time my fights for when the Pokemon games come out. And then a couple days later, here's the new Pokemon game.
Nice. Oh man.
I wasn't
Anyway,
into
stuff.
Pokemon. My oldest son was. And he was always talking about, I think Mewtwo is the most powerful Pokemon, and so I made up a Pokemon that he'd never heard of called Dracnid. And it was a fire-breathing spider dragon.
That sounds awesome.
And I said, this is the most powerful Pokemon. And he's going, oh, how come I've never seen a card? How come?
Rare.
It's because nobody's ever seen it.
Yeah. Secret society of Pokemon.
It's like a mythological Pokemon god kind of thing,
That's great.
How long before it took him to realize that?
Well, he is my son, so he knows I make up a bunch of stuff like that. So it didn't take him very long. But we always argue about that whenever we talk about Pokemon. And Dracnid always comes up.
Nice.
That's great. So how long until the Pokemon company calls you to like make up their Pokemon? Because that sounds better than anything they've come out with.
Yeah.
They never call it.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe this will be the shout out.
Maybe this is it.
This is the
Dracnid.
breakout.
It's now on the air right there.
We just get a phone call, goes, Konnichiwa, Pokemon. I'd be like, cool.
That is funny.
Anyway, you want to start the show?
Yeah, let's get started.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Warning! You are about to start listening to Punch the Clock, a podcast hosted by 2 self-proclaimed cooperate professionals, Marshall and Justin, recorded entirely in their company's break room. Marshall claims to be the perfect man, but if that's his idea of perfection, I'd hate to see what imperfect is. Justin claims to be Will Arnett's best friend. However, a restraining order says otherwise. Finally, warning, please leave the show now before the podcast starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Punch the Clock, the only podcast where we recommend showering with your phone. I'm your host, Marshall.
I think Marshall's the only one that recommends showering with your phone.
It's good.
and I'm your co-host, Justin.
And today we are joined by the Vice President of our department of our company, Devin.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for being here. You are the highest person in this company whose time we are going to waste for an hour.
So I don't know if that's good or bad, but
Like, clearly you have better things you could be doing. Clearly.
but I do eat lunch.
That's true.
So it all works.
Cool.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, pleasure.
The first thing we always ask all our guests is, scale of 1 to 7, how would you rate us as coworkers?
You know, I appreciate you asking me that question.
Alright.
I've listened to a lot of episodes, so I've actually prepared for this.
Okay.
So I want to share something with you.
Uh-oh. That paper that he's taking out is pink for the listener.
It's not pink.
Paper is
It's
pink.
not pink. So I put together what I call the Coworker Information Calculator,
All right.
CWIC, to give us a quick view of how well we can
This
do
is the greatest thing ever.
And then when you print it out, it's the Coworker Information Transcript, or CWIT. And so I've ranked both of you on a couple of different categories. There's 7, so that we can stay within our range, right? Who gives an enthusiastic good morning? Because you notice when I come in, I often say good morning.
As you do.
On Monday, there's an extra bonus for if you're really pleasant on Mondays.
Okay.
Because it's the best day of the week, right? We get to come back to work. I also thought, this hasn't happened before. Hold the door. That could be hold the door to the restroom if you happen to go in at the same time, or leaving the office. Or I thought, especially the elevator. Are you one of those guys that holds the door, or do you go, oh, yep, I see someone coming, but I'm gone. You gotta get the next one. Do you have a positive attitude? Good humor? Do you do your fair share of work? We got to put that in there. And then holiday cheer. And I gave 1s in every category except for 2. Justin, I hate to say it, but Marshall, I think, is just a little bit funny.
Thank you.
So Devin deducted
Thank you.
half a point
I have a point.
from, but describes it as a little bit funnier, but nailed me with a half point.
It's trying to be polite.
Flip side. In the holiday cheer category, Justin, you gave me a Christmas card.
Okay.
And Marshall did.
Okay.
Dang.
So
There we
You
go.
know, I
all
asked
comes
my-
out to a 6 for Marshall and a 6.5 for Justin, with some positive feedback on where things you can
Hey,
improve.
we got some work to do here. Can we rip this off and use this for everyone else?
If you
for the
want.
show?
If you want.
I
Oh my
literally
God,
asked
that
my
is
fiance,
excellent.
I was like, I've gotten like 3 Christmas cards. Should we send out the Christmas card? She's like, nah, I don't think they will ever come back to bite you. Here it is.
Oh, that is hilarious. Oh my gosh. That is awesome.
And if you want to use the acronyms, quit and quick.
Right and quick.
Oh, that is excellent.
So that'd be a 6 for me and a 6.5 for Justin.
This has to go on the Facebook page.
And it hinges on the Christmas card, the holiday cheer category.
Otherwise, you would have took it, right?
I would have been the perfect coworker if
Yeah.
I just gave her a Christmas card.
There was a Christmas card. So,
Well, Devin noted. Thank you so much.
trying to, it's kind of what I do, we got to use data. It can't be totally subjective. And so,
So it's so funny because we have people that come on that are like on one extreme, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm not answering that question," right? And then on the other extreme, we get a detailed analysis of all of our finest attributes and whether we meet, kind of mediocrely hit, or exceed expectations. Love it. That's excellent.
Well, 7 out of 7 for you, Devin.
okay.
Not too many people would be willing to give us a chart, and I appreciate that.
I don't know if you went through that. I don't know if I did all those.
Gosh, that's awesome.
That's hilarious.
I wish a listener could see this. They'll see it on the
We'll see it
Facebook page.
eventually.
But
This will go on the
that is
Facebook
so
page.
funny.
How's that going, by the way?
Facebook page? Yeah, it's subpar.
Okay.
I think we have to get Diana's help.
Probably.
Yeah, she kind of like said she would help us with social media management. So I think I never followed up with her on that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Well, Devin, the next question we ask anybody who's in charge of us, and only people who are above us in charge of us, are you willing to fire us on the show right now?
Now I need you guys.
Okay. That's good.
Well, that's
going to take a little edge off.
That went a lot better than we expected.
No, need you guys.
Okay. Are you willing to promote this here on the show? It's a follow-up question.
Well, let's go back to the transcript and let's see some improvement, and then we'll consider that in the future.
Got to hit a 7, all right.
That's funny. I got to work on my humor. Just a little too dry for Devin.
You got dad jokes for days.
Oh my gosh.
Dad jokes, I'll take those.
I do love a good dad joke occasionally.
Good stuff.
That's the hardest I've laughed in a while. Thank you for that, Devin.
No, you're welcome.
That is excellent.
Just trying to be fair.
Where do we go from here now for the next 45 minutes?
Don't know,
We've hit the climax already of the show.
Well, we do have some listener mail that I forgot to bring up. I've been dying of laughter.
Oh my gosh.
Feel free to talk while I do.
So I heard this morning. I was telling Marshall about it, and it's funny. Like sometimes, like it's all in like how something's presented. That you're like, oh yeah, I do that, or no, I wouldn't do that. So a couple weeks ago, Marshall and I were talking about French toast, and he's like, oh, you mean that eggy bread? And if like you saw that on a menu, you'd be like, no, that's weird. I'm not eating eggy bread. But if someone said French toast, you'd be like, oh yeah, I love French toast. I'm going to order that. Well, I heard a similar one this morning where it was a couple guys talking about movies, right? And they said, hey, do you want to go eat some snacks in the dark? And if you heard that, you'd be like, no, that's weird.
Yeah,
but if someone
weird.
said, hey, do you want to go to a movie theater and eat popcorn? You'd be like, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah.
I will say in the first scenario, you are omitting a major thing.
What's that?
Yeah. There's no
You
movie.
forgot the movie.
Oh, the movie part. No, I know. I'm probably missing some parts of that story, but I just thought it was funny, like how just describing something like wildly different can totally change how someone interprets that,
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Like if I were to tell you, hey, you want to just go unconscious for a couple hours and maybe see some things, you'd probably be like, nah, Marshall. But if I were to tell you, hey, you want to take a nap, you'd probably be like, yeah, that's cool.
Well, you put French in front of anything, it automatically sounds fancier.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true.
So,
Like, yeah.
Like French baguette. I don't know what a normal baguette looks like, but a French one I want.
I think baguette is inherently French,
I think you're right.
right?
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
doesn't count.
Yeah. But similar to those types of things.
Now, we'll say the only thing that isn't made fancier by the word French is French fries.
Yeah, you probably.
Yeah.
We will answer
Yeah,
this
let's
listener's
go to
question.
that
Now we've gone down that rabbit hole. Hello, boys and esteemed guests and fellow cowards. First time someone shouted out our cowards. Cool. Love the show. I have a dilemma. I mean, that tends to be the reason why people write it. No one ever writes us in to be like, hey, dude, it's doing good. Hope you're having a good one.
Yeah.
Just one.
Keep doing what you're doing.
I was in the bathroom stall at work by myself. Being quiet, enjoying my time. In walked my boss with another employee who were having a conversation. To make a long story short, in the conversation I overheard that I'll be let go of at the end of the week. I want to get ahead of this. So, how should I quit in style? Thanks, Camden, Pennsylvania. P.S. I'm not worried about a reference. I have not been there that long. Devin, you have a story about anybody like quitting crazily?
So, I do have a story. I don't know if it's so crazy, but this person got hired. It wasn't here. This is a different place, different company. This person got hired, and they were kind of the expert in the field, and some of the other coworkers were not. And so it's kind of like, okay, this person's coming in. They're going to kind of re-engineer everything, change everything, make everything better. And there was a little bit of jealousy on the part of the other existing employees. And so they labeled this person Smartini. That was the nickname they gave to this new associate. And then they just made it totally miserable for this person. And so finally, after about 6 months or so, Smartini decided to quit. And so what they did was, as they left, they got a martini glass and filled it with Smarties and left it on their desk because everybody else didn't know that this person knew. Their nickname was Smartini, but they had overheard them talking about it in the past. So they left a Smartini glass on their desk when they left.
So that person, Smartini, left them.
Smartini left.
And Smartini left the martini glasses on each desk?
On just one person's desk, but they like shared a office kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So kind of sending the message, I know what you think.
I heard you. Yeah.
I heard
wow.
Yeah.
That was very brazen. I like that.
Yeah. Nice. That's,
I'm going to say, because this person was in the bathroom, please don't leave anything on the desk from where you overheard. Please don't. That's crazy.
Do you think that there's a chance that they missed some of the context in the conversation, or do you think it was like clearly being spoken about? Like,
seems pretty clear cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, we're getting rid of them this Friday or something, you know?
Yeah. Jeez. I mean, did they say what day it was?
They said the end of the week, so I'm assuming they're getting fired on Friday.
So let's say it's like a Wednesday, right?
You got one day.
See if you can find a way to pull off some sort of miraculous, like, discovery of saving, like, a boatload of money. And make sure you, like, kind of tee that up and present it just before to try and be a saving grace for yourself by Friday. You think that would work?
Maybe, but he's trying to quit, so.
Oh yeah. I guess
it depends on what the reason is for letting them go.
This person could just be a terrible employee.
Yeah.
I would personally hire a barbershop quartet. I quit. See you later, Sarah and Nora. That'd be great.
That would be excellent.
That would be great. Have them walk around the whole office, not just in the boss.
And just make them remember that Joe Smith, or what's his name? Camden, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, just Camden, Pennsylvania.
That Camden, Pennsylvania will never be forgotten. That they made that decision, and they're going to regret it, because this is going to be the talk forever for the rest of the time.
You got to leave them with a story, I guess. If you're doing it in style, like,
leave the rat in the office.
Leave a rat.
Right?
Call back to episode 2.
Leave the rat in the office. You've been taking care of it this whole time. Leave the rat in the office. Let them find it.
This is your pet now.
Hopefully they don't end up smelling it somewhere down the road.
Yeah. That's a sweet callback from episode 2.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. That was like summer 2021. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, now we're in winter of 2022.
Did they say 20? Wait, did they say 2022?
I don't know. Everything's still 2020 to me. If I'm being honest with you.
I like the quartet though.
Quartet would be fun.
Idea.
That'd be very memorable.
A barbershop quartet can't cost that much, right?
For what, 30 minutes?
Most of those guys aren't getting gigs. You just go in and sing somewhere is good, you know?
Let me see how much a barbershop quartet costs before we get there.
And usually barbershop quartets are like a bunch of old guys, so they're all retired.
You go down to the old Elks Lodge and say, hey, I need 4 guys. Throw on your coats and hats. Let's do this thing.
Let's go.
This is actually surprisingly, like, common Googled question. It was like number 4 when I put in how much is a barber.
Interesting.
Apparently the average is about $250 for about 15 minutes worth of work. So I'd say that's affordable.
Yeah.
Like I'll put it this way: I would put the money into it.
It'd probably be worth it.
Probably be worth it. Just leave up a cake on the desk that says "I quit." Simple little baked treat. Look, it's kind of hard for me to come back from Barbershop Quartet. I can't have all the ideas.
I know.
Your turn.
I think, because you want it to be something where, like, you want to see the Barbershop Quartet go in there and you want to see their reactions, right? Like, I think that's the whole point of that.
No, I got hire a marching band. Then go through the whole office. If you just want to get above the barbershop quartet.
So basically, like, cause a ruckus on Thursday before the end of the workday.
Yeah, I mean, we're burning bridges at this point, right?
Just keep going.
Yeah, if it doesn't matter, make a spectacle, whatever it's going to be.
What was it? Did you ever see that movie Fight Club, where he fights himself in his boss's office? You could try pulling one of those.
Yeah.
All the employees really afraid. That'd be fun. Yeah.
I think the quartet's the way to go.
Quartet,
Yeah.
Agreed.
kind of hard.
Yeah. You can't beat that.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That is a tough one.
Yeah.
Listener, we hope that helps you out. I'm pretty sure it does. If you got $250, get the Barbershop Quartet.
Or if you don't, here is some sound financial advice. Take an early distribution from your 401k, pay the penalty, pay the income tax on it, but you will definitely be sure that this is an investment in your future.
Hey, it's worth it.
And that's been sound financial advice.
Well, even better yet, if you're going to quit this way, make sure you record this. Videographer it, put it on TikTok, the YouTubes. You're going to go viral, and then companies are going to offer you money to do whatever.
Absolutely.
Great point.
Yeah. You'll get picked up quick as the, spokesperson for some other company or something.
Just don't tell the old guys in the quartet because they're probably not on TikTok anyway, so that they don't collect any royalties. You get everything yours from the.
Yeah.
Good call. Protect the profits.
Look at that. We're great. We told you how to quit. We've got your next jobs lined up, and we're screwing over an old group of quartet people. Perfect advice column.
just ask them, hey, are you on Social Security income? Okay, great. Because they can't make more than a certain amount anyway. So
Right.
you're just protecting them.
Let me help you out.
Right, we're protecting. Someone's got to protect the seniors of America.
That's right.
It's the punch the clock gang.
Uh,
There. Well, I do have a news article I wanted to bring up because I read this and I'm not sure where to go with my life after this. New Jersey groundhog dies the day before his big day.
I thought I saw something about this just like
Now, before
an hour
everybody
ago.
freaks out, it's not Poxitony Phil. This is Milltown Mel, who passed away the day before Groundhog Day, and they had to cancel the event in what town is this? I'm assuming it's probably Milltown, if it's Milltown Mill, but yeah. So my question to you guys is, what happens when the groundhog dies?
You just don't know what the next 6 weeks are going to bring. You're confused. You're disoriented.
Is that 6 more years of COVID?
I mean,
It's not a good sign, right?
No, it's not.
although he can't see it, he's still going to have a shadow or not have a shadow.
You can't take the dead groundhog out.
You just hold him up and
Does the groundhog really indicate, or is it? I guess he does. It's his reaction to his shadow or not, right?
Right?
yeah.
Like in the original, they see the shadow, they're like, that's scary. I'm not messing with that shadow. And then they
Yeah.
go back. Which means more winter.
Yeah, but he couldn't handle the shadow. Right. Well,
Is this a fable? It's got to stem from a fable, right?
oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Or folktale.
Yeah, folklore. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Maybe that's 6 more months of winter. That's a nuclear winter.
Yeah, guys, nuclear winter. Okay. Everybody, hole up in your basement.
Well, the way things are going in Russia and Ukraine, it's time for me to die. Call that nuclear winter.
There you go. Take the mask off and run wild.
Just go for it.
Just go for it, right?
It's not going to matter for much longer, guys.
Just let it loose.
I guess it's better as the day before than they took the groundhog out and then he died. Cause
It's true.
He died because he saw his shadow,
You just see the
or
shadow.
whatever.
Yeah.
Sees the shadow and he dies. Imagine that on the news. What would people do? Oh,
I bet he was like, yeah, it's too cold for this. I'm done.
groundhog was like, I got to work tomorrow. Guess I'll just die.
So I wonder if there's like a backup. Do they have a backup?
Well, that was what I read in the article.
A backup groundhog.
Yeah.
Well, that was the problem why they had to cancel the event. Because
it was
they were unable to find a replacement Mel quick enough because it was 24 hours.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, Mel did not give his 2 weeks notice before he died. So. But apparently Poxitony Phil is still alive, so...
I wonder if Mel was about to get let go. And
Oh, yeah.
he's like,
And he faked his death. That's what he did.
Listener, going back to the other question we had, fake your death to quit.
That'd make him feel really bad.
I mean, think about it. Like, just before, the day before Groundhog Day, I mean, I think he faked it.
He faked it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm having a heart attack.
That's diabolical, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know that, what show was that from? I'm thinking of the guy was always like, I'm having a heart attack.
Cartoon or
Sanford and Son.
Oh, it was. You're right.
Do you know that actor who played that character died on stage from a heart attack? I don't know if that's karma or what.
did they think he was acting? Or?
Yeah, that's why they didn't come and help him.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's the worst way to go.
That's right. Fred Sanford. I don't remember the actor's name, but he would do that every episode. So good call.
Yeah.
Shout out from Ralph.
Thanks, Ralph.
Previous guest.
Surprise guest, Ralph.
My TV.
Say what?
I know my ancient TV.
This is ancient TV. It's pretty true. Ralph is pretty knowledgeable on old TV shows.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we're going back to a previous segment I started last week.
Hang on. Do you need more water?
Yeah, I would love some more water if you don't mind.
Yep. You got it.
If you want to pour me some for your bottle, I'll accept that. But
What's that?
never mind.
Give your own water versus go fill it up.
Yeah, I guess you want to keep his. Okay. This is the first time he's ever asked. I'm going to have to leave him at least 20% tip.
And something.
I mean, mind you, 20% on zero is still zero, but
Valid point. Keeping your beverage full.
you did. You're doing better as a waiter.
Hey, I like to serve.
Might have to look at the coworker evaluation after something like that.
Might need to bump that up a little bit.
I've gone down a little bit.
Doing my fair share.
Secret bonus category. Do you get water?
Now, in all fairness, I mean, Marshall does like 99% of the lifting on this show, so the least I could do is get him a glass of water refill.
I do a lot of editing.
Yeah.
That's future Marshall's problem.
Great partnership.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, we should probably go to the ads because we haven't done that in like 3 episodes.
Oh, haven't they been on the front end or no?
Yeah, we're supposed to put them in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Today's episode is also sponsored by the Direction Right. You have many different choices in directions, up, down, left. But hey, you picked the right one. The Direction Right. And now back to the show. I forgot about doing fake ones. We haven't done that.
Okay. That is Devin's favorite sponsor. The
Direction left was hilarious.
Left,
but yeah, we switch it up. That cracked me up. So,
But anyway, so bringing it back to the segment I was introduced last week, I think I'm calling this one Nostalgia List.
Okay.
Essentially, I'm going to go back and watch old TV shows that I've never seen before that everybody
Oh,
loves.
yeah, that's right.
And so far, I've been on Friends. I'm up to season 3. Does it get better? Did y'all like Friends?
I haven't watched enough episodes to say better or worse.
Okay.
The one I remember the most was Phoebe's song "Smelly Cat," and I don't know when that's
God.
going to show up.
Yeah.
It has shown up so much.
Smelly cat.
I'm just
Smelly
waiting.
cat.
Yep.
What are they feeding you?
Yep.
There's the official music video. Someone sells it as a jingle. It's a hit song. I've gotten to the point where Ross and Rachel break up because they were on break.
Okay.
And 3 hours later, he's sleeping with someone else.
Oh, really?
That episode. My question would be is, were they actually on the break? I feel like if you say we're on a break, you're at that point broken up, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Down in the show, she invites a friend over to like talk about the relationship, and he takes that as like she's sleeping with someone else already. So he does go out and do that, but I don't know who to blame in the situation. I don't know.
Gray area.
Yeah, when's the break official?
Yeah,
Yeah, is it just like a temper, like...
because he calls her out to be like try to talk it out because his friend's like just talk it out with her, call her. And then that misunderstanding leads to hilarious circumstances.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I'd maybe Would you say you're on season 3?
Season 3. It's the one where Chandler starts to get really skinny.
Yeah.
He looks really slim. I'm kind of concerned with Matthew Perry. 1990s Matthew Perry. Are you okay, bud?
So maybe skip to let's say skip ahead to season 5 for a little bit.
Okay.
Take a dip into a few episodes and see what you think.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
so far I think Ross and Rachel should not be together. They seem like a terrible couple.
One of my favorites is, speaking of Ross, is the I don't know what season it is, but the episode where he has the leftover Thanksgiving sandwich from Monica, and it's got it's the ideal day after Thanksgiving sandwich with the turkey and all the details in there, and he brings it to work, and he's a professor. He leaves it in the common fridge, and someone else eats it, and he's on a hunt for who ate it, and he finally finds the guy who ate it, and the guy only ate half and threw the other half away because he freaked out on this guy because he's like, "You threw the other half away." Just got real upset.
I get upset too.
I'll have to find out what season that is for you. I'd say that'd be a good one to skip ahead to, and then maybe work your way back.
All right. I'm going to watch the whole thing because you assigned this task to me. But
I did.
yeah, just like Noel assigned me to watch all the Fast and Furious movies. I'm not even a fan of those movies. I've seen every single one though.
Yeah.
My fiance really enjoys them now though, which is a surprise twist.
That's good. Yeah.
Y'all got any shows you would recommend for the next after I get through Friends?
You've watched The Office. We're talking what, like 1990s?
It would have to be a show I haven't seen. That's the whole point.
Okay. You've seen The Office?
I've seen The Office.
Okay.
Office is good. Just classic sitcoms, I guess.
Classic sitcoms.
I guess I could do Cheers. My uncle was actually on Cheers.
Really?
Yeah, he was Carla's son for like one season.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I forget the name of the character.
Cheers is pretty good.
Cheers pretty good. Woody Harrelson. That's all I know about the show.
I'm trying to remember the mailman's name. He was my favorite guy. I can't remember his name.
Norm?
No, Norm's the accountant.
Cliff.
Oh, okay.
Cliff, that's it. Cliff
Cliff.
Claiborne. Yep, Cliff. He was great.
Maybe Seinfeld? I don't think I ever watched that.
So I just started rewatching that on Netflix, and I think that's probably worth it. Are you Seinfeld?
Yeah, Seinfeld's
Okay.
good.
So, like, Friends is a really good show for just playing on the background, not having to watch it actively.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm doing other things, I've noticed.
Yeah.
So far, I give it 4 out of 7.
Yeah.
This is what I'm enjoying. It's not bad. It's not great either right now.
So I will say, like, this added layer to Friends. So I would say that watching Friends with my wife is funnier than just watching it by myself. Do you ever have a show like that where if you watch it with someone else, it's funnier, or a movie for that matter too?
I feel like most things are funnier if you enjoy it with someone else, because then you kind of feed off of their enjoyment too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Daddy's home too.
And he's home
Wahlberg?
too.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell. So it takes a lot to get my wife to just laugh out loud, rolling. It's funny to listen to her just laugh at that show. So watching that, and it's a great Christmas movie.
Great Christmas movie.
Ooh.
Okay. Not that
Good to
on
know
there.
for next year.
Maybe I'll review that for next week.
Daddy's home too.
Yeah.
I think I saw the first one.
I feel like I vaguely remember the first one for some
Yeah,
reason.
that's when he, Mark Wahlberg brings around the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Will Ferrell just became the new stepdad, right? Yeah.
He ends up putting the motorcycle through the wall or something like that in the
Yes,
house, or
it was like-
something like that.
Very passive aggressive, energy that they have. Yeah.
See, they've resolved all that by Daddy's Home too, so they're like really good co-dads.
We're co-dads.
And then their dads come in. It's
That's funny.
Mel Gibson is Wahlberg's dad, and John Lithgow is Will Ferrell's dad.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you know what? Shout out for co-parenting.
Yeah.
And you know what? That brings us to another reoccurring segment, parenting advice with Marshall. Hey, if you're going to start your newborn child off on the motorcycle, I recommend starting with something with a lower CC, maybe like 250 or 500 CCs. You want to make sure if they're trapped underneath it causes minimal damage.
So Marshall, you do realize that babies have no neck strength for like 4 months, right?
I was unaware. Another side tip to help out with these babies: put a scarf to keep their necks up. Make sure you do not, and I repeat, do not give them a helmet. You don't want your kid looking like a wimp. Nothing makes you look less cool than wearing a helmet. And this has been parenting advice with Marshall.
Oh my gosh! Please, no one take this advice.
I feel like someone's taking this advice. Probably. Anyway, y'all ready to do today's debate?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, welcome to Debate Me Coward. I'm waiting for the sound to play, sorry.
No problem.
Okay. I don't know why I do this joke. It really just frustrates me when I'm editing it later. And there it is. All right, so for today's debate topic, we're going to discuss what is the best Star Wars media of all time.
Star Wars media.
Yep, so movies, shows. I think that's all they have. I guess you could argue the music genre from Star Wars.
There were comic books back in the day.
Oh yeah, there's still comic books.
Star Wars comic books.
All right, who would like to go first?
I'll go first. First. So look, I'm being completely transparent here. I didn't really start watching Star Wars till like 2016.
Okay, that's really late.
That's like un-American. What are you
I
talking about?
know.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really expect that from you.
Yeah. So, were you like
a Star Trek kid?
I didn't really have a sci-fi interest, and I developed it later in life. Yeah. So.
You're more of a fantasy kid? More of the Rings, Harry Potter?
No, none of that.
You're just an unimaginative kid sitting in a box. Hey, welcome to Parenting Advice with Marshall. Put your kids in a box; they'll watch themselves.
I mean, I tended to gravitate towards like comedies, right?
Okay.
Like some of the Adam Sandler comedies, like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, and movies, comedies like that.
Yeah.
So. My submission to the debate as the greatest of all time is the one that broke me in, which is The Last Jedi. That was the first one I saw.
Last Jedi? What episode?
Yeah. We got Riley in the background, too, giving a thumbs up to that.
Thumbs up for Last Jedi.
That was a celeb vote, so I'm counting that. I'm counting that.
Wait.
Arbitrarily changing the rules.
So we can't beat you. So
No, all right.
Well, I guess if we don't vote for him.
It doesn't count.
Which one was The Last Jedi?
So that was the one where Kylo Ren, where they find
was that after the Star Killer thing? The big new Death Star?
I'm not sure.
Episode 8? Was that episode 8?
I think.
Luke Skywalker's an old man?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. They finally find him. Yeah. And then Kylo Ren kills off. I think he killed Skywalker, right, in that one?
Sort of.
Sort of killed him?
Yeah. He fights against him, but Skywalker uses all of his force power to create this diversion.
Astral projection, maybe?
Yeah.
Force projection?
Something like that.
Yeah.
And so it's like he uses all his energy and then
Sick burn.
Yeah.
He swipes through him. He's like, you thought I was here. Bye. Guess I'll die now. Happy Groundhog's Day, everybody.
It's just
cold.
I thought, mainly because that was the one that kind of first drew me in, and because my wife said the same thing. She's like, "You've never seen Star Wars," and that was at that point the first one that had come out since we had started dating. So that's how the whole conversation came up, and she's like, "We're going." So that's what we did.
A lot of people hated that movie.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I actually thought all the, I guess it's sequel trilogy now? Because there's original, prequel, and sequels. All right, we'll call that the sequels. I feel like that one had like an original plot and was actually done pretty well. The only thing I didn't really like was the weird casino side mission that led to nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. They found the lightsaber over there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess that did lead to something.
Ray found that lightsaber, Skywalker's lightsaber, down in the basement of the.
Someplace.
Oh no, you're talking about it. I'm thinking about the. You're talking about the casino. That's a different.
Yeah.
That's a different scene.
The only problem with the 8th movie was it kind of felt like it ended the story right then and there. Like, if they had not made 9, that would have been kind of a good ending, almost.
Yeah.
Instead of bringing back Emperor Palpatine out of nowhere with no mention.
Well, that was kind of what I liked about it, too, is like, it ended, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, it's done. You know? It has some closure to it.
Disney goes psych. Disney went psych. You thought. Here's episode 9.
I know. That's why I'm like, I'm so confused.
So have you watched all the rest of them?
On and off, like they've been on. I just haven't really paid attention to a whole lot of it. I really
bad question for you, huh?
I know. I was on Wikipedia last night, which
oh God, don't go there.
you guys have been there before?
Yeah, I've been to the Wikipedia. Just look something up because there'll be like crazy monsters from Star Wars. Then all of a sudden you'll find out sheep exist. Like Earth sheep are just there. It's like, why?
Yeah, I gotta spend some time and actually watch it from 1 all the way through. Because how does it work? So there's
episode 1, 2, 3, 4.
But they're not in order.
Well,
right?
not 4. Hold on. It's episode 1.
Chronologically, yes.
Okay.
If you start at episode 1, not the first one made, episode 1.
Yeah.
And watch it through 9. That's in chronological order. But episode 4 was made in the 1970s.
That was the first release.
That was the first released one.
Got it. That's what always confused me about that.
So, 1, 2, 3, Rogue One.
You can throw Solo in there too.
Yeah, Solo. Mm-hmm. Then 4, 5, 6. A bunch of TV shows. In between all that.
Yeah.
And then the sequels. And I think there's a video game that's now part of the canon.
Yeah.
Jedi Fallen Order. I played that. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to that game. Go play it.
There you go.
Anyway, so that's a little bit about me.
Yeah. Dude.
My lack of Star Wars experience.
Did you watch Battlestar Galactica, maybe?
No.
Star Trek?
No.
Stargate?
No.
God. Is there no magic in your life?
So this is...
You're not a sci-fi guy.
So...
At all.
Most of the time I was either outside playing hockey or I was playing Wayne Gretzky 99 on N64 or watching Adam Sandler movies.
Well, look at this jock. Just out there trying to be healthy.
I was actually a pretty heavy kid.
Yeah, you want to go play some? Want to play some hockey, jock?
See, I didn't do a whole lot of sci-fi though.
See, I really enjoyed sci-fi as a kid.
Yeah, I appreciate it now because it's like actually something to take your mind off of like stuff.
Hockey?
You know what I mean? Hockey.
Take your mind off hockey. You get worn out on this hockey stuff.
Right, so we have the submission of episode 8.
Yep.
Devin, would you like to go?
Are we talking best movie? Best media?
Just media.
Just pick anything.
Pick anything.
Is there a poster that is your favorite? Because that's considered media, right?
It's considered media.
Guess
Print
technically.
media. Print media.
Yeah.
So, put it out there. My favorite movie is Empire Strikes Back. I don't think you can beat that.
It's pretty good.
But I would have to say, I don't know if you count this as media or not, because it's all about selling toys to kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the action figures and the ships and all, that is the most awesome part of Star Wars out there. I mean, I got them.
Other collectibles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I started mowing lawns when I was 10 years old to buy Star Wars figures.
Cool.
And I bought a bunch of them.
Still have any of those?
I do not. My mother sold them in a garage sale. I was very angry.
Oh, yikes.
Although we did burn some of them when we would do fireworks at 4th of July and stuff like that.
Can recreate the movies.
But it was really cool because then when the movies came back, I started buying Star Wars figures for my kids. You know, for Christmas and birthdays and whatever. And I had just as much fun playing with them then as I did when I was a little kid. You know, so I got to tell you, I don't know if that's considered media. It's like they're sculpted. They're
absolutely.
It's definitely
whatever
an art
it is.
to it.
It's definitely, you know, whatever. But the toys.
Yeah.
And I think that has actually made Lucasfilm, probably not Disney, but more money than any of the movies ever did. It's selling all
Probably,
that
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I can totally see that.
T-shirts and the toys and the costumes. And
But toys are the best, and they last forever. And
that's cool.
You ever had one of those Darth Vaders with the orange lightsaber? You did?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's worth like a lot of money.
Garage sale.
So are you angrier now as an adult that you don't
Now
have
that I know
those?
what the monetary value of, you know, at the time it was like, what am I going to do? You got to rid of my toys. Now it's none of them were. You know, you really get the money. You got to leave them in the package and look at them. You know,
Right.
That's true.
No way. I tore them all open.
Played
They were in the dirt. They were in the.
You got to play with it. That's where the real fun comes in.
Yeah.
I had the Millennium Falcon. I had the Death Star. I had X-Wing, TIE Fighters. I had all of it.
Do you do the
That sounds
Legos
cool.
too?
I have done some.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Legos are fun in their own right.
Yeah.
Like even as an adult, if you're to hand me a box of Legos, I'd probably just go to town with it. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an afternoon. Next time it snows.
I'm going with toys.
Toys.
Star Wars
Toys,
toys.
action
Star Wars
figures.
I did
toys.
not
action
see that one
figures
coming.
and
That's
stuff.
actually really good.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about it. I'm just thinking about the movies.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to give like an honorary shout out to this one medium. It's on Disney Plus. It's Star Wars Visions, and that's where each episode of the show was like a different animation style from a Japanese company, and it was like also a different story. Some episodes are much better than others. I will preference that, but the ones that are great are phenomenal. Like there was one where it was like Star Wars but an old school samurai setting, and that was really cool. Just go check it out. It's worth watching.
What is it called?
Star Wars Visions.
Star Wars Vision.
I've seen one of the episodes. It's pretty good. I haven't seen more than that, but
Yeah. Some, like I said, some of them you're like, then other ones you're like, wow, that was really cool what they did with it. I'm not shouting out Book of Boba Fett. Can we just talk about the Vespa scooter chase? Devin, I know you've seen it. I need someone to vent about this with.
go ahead.
This was one of the worst things I've ever seen in television or film, was them chasing a car in quotation marks, a little speeder thing, whatever they call it, on like these hover Vespa scooters, and it just did not look fast. They do like the classical kids doing the wall ride bit, but I'm like, the scooter hovers. So why would it being up on a wall impress me? It's like it's so Back to the Future-esque, but done poorly.
I get the same thing.
Yeah.
Imagine one sloth chasing another sloth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How
That's what it's
exciting
like.
that would be.
Yeah, that'd be boring as could be.
Oh no, gotta stay within the speed limit of this like gangster town.
Seriously, it was like driving through a subdivision and everybody's obeying the 25-mile-an-hour speed limit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they're chasing. You chase at 25?
So it's like you're just following each other.
Yeah.
It's like watching like literally plucky kids from a TV like movie or whatever chasing the car down on their bikes.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was not a good scene.
Yeah,
Only they look like Vespers.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm interested to watch it.
Oh, sorry to spoil that for you.
That's okay. That's okay.
Spoilers.
I really want to watch it just to see this. Yeah,
It's bad. We'll follow the other episodes. Like they're slow
Uh-huh.
because like the essence of this one, like unlike the Mandalorian, which is like spaghetti space western meets, I guess the Babysitter or something. You gotta watch a kid. This one's more like mafia movie-esque, so it's kind of
Okay.
slow. It's building
Right.
up,
Yeah,
which a lot of people don't like. But I got a feeling
It's like Bounty Hunter, right? That's kind of the premise.
well, now he's a mob boss.
Yeah, he's a mob
He's a
boss now. Yeah,
Mandalorian was Bounty Hunter. Was a Bounty Hunter, right?
Well, they're both technically bounty hunters.
technically. Yeah, there was more bounty hunting in
Mandalorian, yeah.
Which, can we say what a wild pull for Disney to be like, hey, let's take this bounty hunter character, the thing that's really cool that people want to see, and let's just make him not do that. Let's make him Bomb Boss.
Somebody's got to replace Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
Right?
Yeah. Replace his replacement because we shot him.
Exactly. Well, it was Bib Fortuna was
Bib
his
Fortuna.
replacement, and they got rid of Bib. Who comes up with the names for these?
I don't know.
They're
They're very bad, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
So,
crazy.
what I saw on, I think it was Wikipedia, was Jon Favreau wrote, I mean, maybe he writes a lot of this, but he was a writer on Boba Fett, I believe. So he's probably part of who came up with some of those names.
He's doing
right?
Mandalorian, too.
Yeah.
Oh, he does Mandalorian?
Yeah, he does Mandalorian.
Oh, okay.
But, see, the good thing about a mobster movie is, though, it's like an hour and a half of slowness. Building, but the last, 30 minutes are explosion, eruption, and everything comes to a head. So I got a feeling, this show, the last 2 episodes are probably going to be where it comes to a head and it all blows up at once.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested. I'll come back next week and tell you all if it's got any better.
Sounds good.
But no, my favorite Star Wars medium, what I think is the best one, is Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Invisible Girl.
No way.
Phantom Menace.
Really?
Yep.
Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah. Bring Jar Jar Binks back. Give him his own movie.
Oh, my word.
Jar Jar
Binks movies? That'd be horrible.
That'd be great. Make him a spy for the Empire or something. I don't know. It'd be so funny. Jar Jar Binks, great. They're no longer space wizards. They just got weird space bugs in their blood that let them do telepathy. Awesome.
Yeah.
Pod racing.
You know,
Pod racing is cool.
The pod racing was very cool.
I'm just letting you go because I'm almost getting the sense that Devin's voting for me on this one. So I think I've locked in a vote just by elimination.
Now, the Duel of Fates, the Darth Maul fight, that's pretty awesome. Anakin Skywalker. I'm not really going to defend that one, but poor kid. That's
Yeah, the music in the Duel of Fates.
pretty awesome.
Pretty good until your son just sings it over and over and over and over again for years. And then it's not good anymore.
How does it
Darth
go?
Maul, very cool.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over.
Oh, man. We get to learn about politics. Best movie. Had a little bit of everything for everybody.
Yeah.
And Jar Jar Binks. And we get to see Liam Neeson get stabbed in the gut.
So did this episode speak to you? Or you just get the most entertainment value out of that?
Just get the most entertainment value out of that one. If I'm being honest. People like to say that that's the worst one ever. I'm like, no, it ain't. Worst one ever is probably Attack of the Clones.
I don't know. It's a toss-up between those two.
It's the CGI that does it for me in that one.
Yeah,
What was
I agree
that?
with
What episode number was that?
2.
Two.
Oh, okay. So 2 back-to-back busts.
At least they got Jar Jar out of it more.
Okay.
He slowly disappears, which is good.
Put it back in. Jar Jar Binks, the movie, a hero story.
It'd be very short.
Or make it a villain story. We all find out that Jar Jar Binks was really the mastermind of everything. But we feel like we got enough Star Wars content to vote on.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Devin, you're our guest. Which one would you like to vote
It's
for?
pretty
first?
easy.
Oh, okay.
Jar Jar just can't handle it. So I got to go with
All
Justin.
right, yes.
What was it? Last Jedi?
Last Jedi, yeah.
Got to go with Last Jedi.
So most of the time, I get a vote in these debates. It's basically like addition by subtraction because you can't vote for yourself and they don't like Marshall, so they have to default to mine.
Well, you're not a Star Wars fan, but I still got to go with
Yeah.
because Jar Jar just pushes me over the edge.
Well, I could have picked the Star Wars Holiday Special. Hey, go watch that.
I haven't even seen that one. Sorry.
The first 20 minutes, they're speaking in Wookiee, and there's no subtitles. So you have no idea what's going on. And then the Cirque du Soleil performance starts. And then it's back to Wookiee.
So random.
That is so weird.
All right. You want to vote, Marshall?
You go ahead and you vote, bud.
All right. So I didn't see episode 1, but I think in this case I'm going to vote for the action figures because that obviously was a missing part of my childhood that I didn't know I missed. So I'm going to vote for the toys because it seems like that's what really brings it in.
They would have got you off the hockey rink.
Yeah.
Very wholesome. Surprising none of us picked The Mandalorian. How many people do you think are screaming that as The Mandalorian the whole time?
Mandalorian's good.
It is a good show. Go watch that.
If you haven't seen it, watch it.
So what was the...
I'm voting for Devin, by the way.
You vote for... Okay. Oh. All right. Devin wins with the toys.
It's very wholesome. I actually like that angle. It's a very good... The best Star Wars medium is toys.
So real quick, so what was the Star Wars movie that came out like just around the same time as Mandalorian? Was it Solo? Or was it
Was there 9 or Solo or something?
It wasn't The Last Jedi.
I don't remember which one it was.
Is it the one when Palpatine comes back?
So when did Mandalorian start? 2020?
Yeah,
2019.
2019. I think, yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to look and see whether it was Solo or whether it was the last number 9.
So this is embarrassing, but so when The Mandalorian first came out and you see all this stuff on social media about Baby Yoda, and so we go to see whatever that Star Wars movie was at the time that came out, and the whole time I'm waiting for Baby Yoda because this is where I think Baby Yoda is. Right? I had no clue it was from The Mandalorian. Again,
Yeah,
I'm not a Star Wars guy. I don't know
Might
like
have
the
made it
details.
better.
So I made my wife and I sit through the credits all the way through just because I thought Baby Yoda was
At the
coming at
very
the
end of
end.
the credits?
Nope, black
Oh,
screen.
Baby Yoda.
And I'm like, where was Baby Yoda?
Where's the Baby Yoda?
And she knew all along. She's like, oh no, that's a different show.
She didn't tell you at any
Why
point.
did we waste our money and time on this show then?
So anyway, I got to get caught up on but that's
I love how your wife just didn't tell you
I know,
until
I know.
afterward.
Yeah, well, okay, so you had a date with your wife, and that's a good thing.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
That was embarrassing. You went on a date, man.
No, I'm not embarrassed about that.
Well, Devin, congratulations on your win.
Yeah,
Thank you.
awesome
Wow, I'm
win.
surprised. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, good stuff. Good
I
stuff.
wasn't expecting to win. Thank you for being here today. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thanks,
for having
Devin.
me.
Yeah, this is fun.
Anything you would like to shout out? Anything you've been watching you want to let people know?
I've been watching Blacklist,
Blacklist?
Oh,
which is pretty good.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I want to shout out the ladies at Subway who make my protein bowl. I can just walk in the door and they go, protein bowl. They make it for me. It's awesome.
Nice.
Sick.
Nice.
Shout out to those ladies. Anything you'd like to anti-shout out? Something you just want to hate on?
Or bash.
Yeah,
What do you want
that's
to
the word I'm looking for.
Bash? Anything I want to bash? Other than Jar Jar Binks? No, I think we're
You know what? We're hating on Jar Jar Binks today.
good. I think we're good.
Good stuff.
I guess shout out and not shout out to friends. I'm still neutral on it.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this, please share it with a friend and rate us 5 stars. New episodes come out every Friday. You can follow us on the Facebook page at Punch the Clocks Podcast and send in your questions to punchtheclocks@gmail.com. That's again, punchtheclocks with an S at gmail.com. And I've been Marshall.
And I'm Justin.
And toodles.
Toodles.